My Basketball YouTube channel. We got a little ASG golf pulled up on the computer. And I want to show you kind of a way to create your own tour, but make it historical in terms of, the great players playing against each other, but have it so that they're not all playing at the same time, if that makes sense. Okay, so first thing you're gonna do, this is kind of my preference, in different ways. So first of all, you have to buy the game. You have to buy these these player cards as well. It's not cheap. Not many sales, but it's a really good game. Sometimes, you know, um, the old saying. I mean, I shouldn't say that because I love second and 10 football, and second and 10 football is really cheap in terms you buy the game, got all the seasons, and it's really good. So I was gonna say you pay for what you pay what you get, you pay for what you get, whatever that term is. But that's not always true either, because second and 10 is a really good game, and based on the price, you'd think it's a lousy game, and it's not. So um, that being said, it's a good game, but it's expensive. Um, and once again, I blame Ron Juckett for. Um, Getting me into involved in this game and making me spend this money. But I love this game. So anyway, I play it all different kinds of ways and everything. I play season replays. I play tournament replays. You can find on my YouTube channel. But here's a way to here's one way of doing it. Okay, the tour creation. So I'm going to call this um, the Legends Tour. Okay. I'm gonna do modern era. Everyone's playing the modern era in terms of the courses, and it basically ups the players like Bobby Jones with the ball, like he would if he was a modern player. Okay, and how they do that is just in terms of how much longer they were than their contemporaries and so forth. Okay, so it's kind of based, but it's a pretty cool way of doing that. Although prize fund auto cut, I'm gonna show you. I'm not gonna do the playoff points and tour championship thing. I'm gonna show you later on how you can do that though too. So I create this, okay? Create the tour, boom. All right, so we've got that done. Now I go to start tour, and then over here is kind of all my tours. Now I've got the 1950s, which is a decade of the 1950s players. So I mean, all these things I've kind of done, seasons and so forth. Okay, so the Legends tours right here and doing this. Okay, so I've got no tournaments right now, so I'm going to add a tournament. And so I'm gonna look real quick. So like the Players Championship, it's the first one I'm gonna do. All right, so I'm gonna do it basically. Um, Stroke play, and I'm not gonna play a bunch. I'm gonna play the big tournaments for my tour. Okay, we're gonna go to the Players Championship, the four majors, the Memorial, the Heritage, at Harbour Town, just because I play Harbour Town all the time, so I like it. And then I'm gonna have like a tour championship, probably at one of the courses there. So that's all I'm gonna do. So Players Championship. Okay, we're gonna go Sawgrass. Once again, that if you buy a season, the quick play courses come with them. All the ones in that are not in bold are quick play courses. You can't play them shot by shot. You play them hole by hole, which is kind of cool too. But the dark ones are courses I've bought. Now, some of them come with it. Sawgrass comes with when you buy the game, Sawgrass comes with it. Oh, I'm having a hard time with my mouse today. So here's Sawgrass. It should feel in there. Boom, there it is. And so, and I'm gonna kind of make these. So it's tour event. There's the $5,000 fund. Okay, we're doing that. Okay, so now I have to add players to it. So up here is things I've bought. I've bought the early years decade. It has all these golfers in here from the early years. I've bought the 40s and 50s cards, got all the golfers 40s and 50s. I bought the 50s, 60s, okay, all the golfers there. And I bought seasons. I bought the 60 season, 82 season, 86 season, 95 season, 99 season, 2000 season, 2019 season, 2022 season, okay? Um, but if you go down here, the master, the master is all the golfers I have from the decade set, not from the individual seasons, okay? All the golfers I have. All right, so if you go through here, it's every, in alphabetical order. Boom, from Tommy Aaron, you've got, you know, Mickelson there, you've got young Tom Morris, old Tom Morris, Jack, all the way down to young Eldrick Wood. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up and the master, I'm going to add all. Okay. So they're all added. Now you see they're not highlighted. To put them in the tournament, I have to highlight them. So now Arnold Palmer's in the tournament. Okay. I'm going to click off him. He's not in the tournament. So I've got all these tournaments right now. I mean, all these guys in here right now, but I don't want them obviously because it's like I forgot how many players there actually are in this now. I want to say there's probably about, I mean, like 400 or whatever it was. Maybe more than that. Okay, the most you can have in the tournament is 156 in the tournament, and I try to I want to make it kind of realistic. So the Players Championship field size, um, I like to kind of keep it somewhat on this, make it realistic. Where is the, da, 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 da. So 144 players. Okay. So I want to kind of go and click select. So target entrance right here. I'm going to go 144. 156 is the most you can do. I'm going to go 144. I'm going to go random selection. Okay. Random selection. Boom. Now I got 144 guys in the field. All right. Um, Here it says they're going to do the top 80 in cuts, the top 80 in ties. I like kind of doing um, half the field for my cuts, so 72 in ties. All right, so I do that. All right, I hit save, and now we've got the Players Championship. I got some good golfers in that got picked too. So I go in here now, and I can kind of see who's playing and who I want to caddy for. So I check for Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is I want to be Tiger Woods. I like to caddy for Tiger Woods. Okay, so he's my first choice. Um, but like Nicholas, I don't is Nicholas in here? There is no Jack. Okay, there's Phil and there's Tiger. Now, how I do this going forward is okay. When I create my next tournament, okay, be the Masters, for example. Next one would be the Masters. And so what I would do when I do the Masters, okay, at Augusta, I'll put an Augusta here, put a major here. Okay, what I can do, I still have all these players from my master list. Okay, when I can select them, I can do this and say I played one tournament. I'm going to say like the top 50 players. So I'm going to do this top 50 of my money list. Okay. So basically, guys who made the cut last week. The top 50 on my money list. Okay, I'm not hit. Okay, I don't have top 50 right now, and do it like that. That'll get my top 50 in there, right? And then I can go back after I get those 50 in there. And the Masters only has 90, usually has 90 players in the Masters, more of an elite field. I can go 40 and go random selection. So now I might have, obviously, Jack Nicklaus won't be in it for the top 50 because he didn't play in the Players' Championship. But now you could have Jack Nicklaus making his debut in my new World of the Legends Tour based on the Masters. And you go do the U.S. Open next. You can do, I'm going to do Memorial, and you have different kind of target entries, and so you can have that. So you can have guys that kind of go in and out of this tour based on what they do. So those are all things that you can do in there. So that's kind of one way. So you can do it all kinds of ways. That's kind of how you can set up your how you do those things. You can do it any way you want to. You can do 20 players. You can have you know, uh, live tour rules where there's less players and no cut, and just do like all that stuff there too. So something kind of to think about to do. So I don't want to get ahead of myself with the Masters. So I go back to start tour again. And there's the Players Championship. So kind of a cool way of doing it, and so forth. Also, the seasons I bought. So 1960 season, I think I've shown this before, just to kind of show you. The 1960 season comes with the entire season. When you buy this, you buy the complete tour schedule and all the courses they play on, the quick courses come with them. So for instance, when I'm looking up here real quick, 1960, okay, they play at Rancho Park Municipal. I don't think you can buy that course. Maybe you can. But it comes to quick play. So I can't play this as I would shot by shot. I can play it, okay. I'm gonna come in real quick in here too. I can play it as a quick play thing. So I'm gonna put it, where's Arnold Palmer? I'll play Palmer real quick. There's Arnold right there. So Palmer, I'm not gonna choose Palmer because he's not in there. Where's the group one? Let's go Leo Baghetti. Okay. He's in the first group. So I tee off, okay, and here's how I'm playing it. Okay, Leo Baghetti's up. Okay, you can see that he's playing with Frank Wharton, who made a five. Bob Gold made a four. It's the first hole, par four, and I'm rolling these dice right here. Okay, as my swing, he made a bogey. Okay, next, so you play it that way, which is a kind of cool way to play. Is you can play a whole season long on that. Okay, um, and so how I do it normally, you've seen me play. I've played already on my channel, 86 Masters. I haven't played the whole season yet. I probably won't. But I go and pick out. I played the Money Tournament Champions. I did play that. So I thought about playing the whole season, and then I started doing a project. And I want to do the big tournament. So the Masters, for example, on my channel, I have to give it away. But Nick Price won the Masters. I tried getting it done with Jack Nicklaus, couldn't do it. Um, and so forth. So that's kind of how you can play these games. There too, everything. So like today, I'm going to start the 82 British Open. Let me pull the 82 up. I'm going to pull the 82 British Open up. So I'm going to play this today. I'm going to come down here. I haven't played anything in the 82 season yet. But 82 British Open was played at Royal Troon, which is being played in real life. So I'm going to play um, the 82 Open Championship in Royal Troon. I'm doing so. Um, Actually, I need to reset. I started doing this. I can reset the tour, come back to it because I actually have. I want to check some of Royal Troon. If you're watching the golf tournament right now, um, the 11th hole, which is the toughest hole in the golf course, is a par four now. Back then it wasn't. Um, so I want to see if I can, if they have a different. All right. So Royal Troon. I want to see if they do 80s Royal Troon, if that makes a difference. I think you're still going to play 11th hole as a par four. Let me see here, which I don't mind. 120 guys in there. Let's just save from the 80s. Okay. Uh, Groups. I'm going to play as Tom Watson, my favorite golfer. Of course, he won at 82. So I'm going to play with Tom. Okay, he's in group 15. Okay, so I want to see holes. Oh, there they got it. Awesome. Okay, so here's a good example. This is pretty cool. Because I changed it to the 80s, the 11th hole plays the par 5, which it did in 82. If you watch the 11th hole right now, um, on the Open Championship, it's a par 4. Okay, it's a really tough par 4. Um, and so I can do that. And if I wanted to, I can say, you know what? I kind of like it. I kind of like it is. And I'm going to play modern. Okay. And do it that way, and it'll kind of go back to how it was. So you do that with Augusta, same thing. The yards differ, everything like that too. So kind of cool to play around with. So anyway, just some ideas floating around. If you got ASG golf, good game. You can do different ways, and so that's kind of one way to play it out and to have fun. Um, with the great players of the game, and then you kind of track how many tournaments they win and see who really is, they get the storylines, and you might have Tiger versus Jack, you might not have Tiger versus Jack, um, when they come in, Hogan, Jones, all that stuff there too. So let me kind of go back in here real quick and see um, all the great players made the first cut in here. We've got we've got Tommy Aaron, okay. Both Tommy Armour the third in that. Azinger, trying to think of some big names in there. Freddie Couples made it. John Bailey made it. Ernie Els made it. Oh, David Faraday. Jack Fleck, not a big name, but kind of a historical figure in terms of his big upset win. Lou Graham, not from Foreigner, from a hometown Lou Graham, the Foreigner singer, not the golfer. Lumpy Heron in there. Let's see who else. Don January. Bernhard Langer, so not a bad. And then of course the big names really like Phil, Johnny Miller, Colin Montgomery. Those are pretty good threesome right there. Larry Nelson, that's a major champion. Corey Pavin's pretty good. Gene Sarazen's a legend. VJ Singh's really good. Henrik Stenson, Payne Stewart, Lee Trevino, that's good. Harry Varden, the Varden grip, old school. Bubba Watson, no Tom Watson. Lee Westwood, and of course Tiger Woods. So pretty good first batch of guys that are kind of in my new Legends dynasty in there. So I'll play with Tiger. I'll carry Tiger Woods. When Watson gets in, if he ever gets in, I'll probably um, go to Watson. If Palmer gets in, I might go to Palmer, and so forth, doing that. So we'll kind of see how it all plays. I really care for one guy and kind of take over that one guy. So we'll see how that goes. I have my own little hierarchy of my favorite players. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye.